You're welcome back to Afia TV News Tonight, and our conversation centered around the Anambra Assembly suspending a lawmaker over his social media post. While a member representing Ayamelum constituency in the Anambra State House of Assembly, Bernard Udemezwe, has been suspended for 3 months without pay for alleged unparliamentary conduct, inciting comments on social media, and abuse of legislative privileges. And the suspension announced by the House Committee on Rules, Business, Ethics and Privileges on Tuesday comes after Udemezwe posted on social media alleging marginalization of his constituency in the area of constituency allowances. In its report, signed by Chairman Ofodeme Ikene and 10 other members, the committee noted that Udemezwe failed to honor an invitation to clarify the allegations. In reacting to his suspension, Udemezwe claimed he's been victimized for exposing corruption in the assembly. And he told the journalist that his social media posts revealing that lawmakers received 10 million naira quarterly for constituency projects were intended to keep his constituents informed. And to discuss further is Comrade Chinedu Francis Okoye. He's a social commentator. Good evening, comrade, and welcome to the show tonight.
Good evening, my dear sister, Amazing Grace.
Good to have you. So let's talk about what's been happening so far. I saw a bit of the clip from Honorable Udemezwe, and he made some very, heavy allegations, specifically calling out the governor and some of the things that he said. But could you give us a brief of what Honorable Udemezwe, said, and why no other lawmaker is trying to speak out in support of him?
Well, the system is already corrupt, if I may say. And once the system is already corrupt, most of those representatives representing the various states and the House members, even the National Assembly, most of them are already being bribed or given what made them not to be able to speak up when it's time for them to speak up. So I didn't blame the young man. Maybe he has already brutally removed from the system of what is going on as a representative by his own jurisdiction. So in such manner, he has to light up what is going on for people to come to his own rescue. So, and I believe is in that essence, that's exactly what happened, because according to the local government phase, which is supposed to be giving every local government as their own destined to work towards their community, which has not been released from them by the governor, as he was alleged seizing the money that's supposed to reach to the local government and not been released. Instead of doing that, he was being given some amount of money or huge amount of money to some of the assembly members, which he believed that can back him up for the money to be died. That's what is going on. And his own constituency was not even in among of the people that have the part of the share. So he triggered up to open up what is going on. And on the say, the young man find himself as a suspended member of the assembly, which is not fair for me, because he was playing to be a good part as a citizen of the country, in the sense that once he sees something as a democratic citizen, you have to open up to enlighten the people that you are representing. This is what is going on. Is it fair for you people to accept? So in such situation, the man was defending himself, but I believe that what he has to do when they call for him on invitation, he has to honor it first and know what they are saying before reacting, than taking it up to social media aspect, which he elaborated everything that is being going on and how he called governor out, that led to his suspension of 3 months without pay, and even seized up him being around the National Assembly for some times until his suspension elapses.
The
Which
House of
supposed
Assembly.
to, you say?
The House of Assembly, not the National Assembly.
Yeah, yeah, the House of Assembly. The House of Assembly, right? So the thing was in kind of him doing otherwise from the rules and regulation of the uh, or code of conduct of the House of Assembly, because I believe they have their rules that guide them. In every system of government, they have their rules and regulation. So once you breaches it, you face the law, and
Okay,
nobody is above the
let's
law.
talk
I know
about
that he is
something.
fighting for
Yeah.
his.
Let's talk about something he mentioned. I remember when I watched the part of a video online, he mentioned something pertaining to a bag of rice and about the late, House of Reps member that was killed, the Labour Party House of Rep member, Justice Azuta, that was killed, and how he had told him that he was just going for a bag of rice. And of course, he seems to be very fearless, but how much of fear have been instilled into the people, so much so that they don't ever want to speak up? Is it the fear of political ostracizing, or more victimization, or even the worst of it, silencing the person forever?
Most especially if some of those representatives, those that doesn't know the political system of the Nigerian nowadays, do fear about the silence clean of the, maybe in aspect of whereby they say if you see something you say something, but in terms of seeing something and say something as a citizen or a good citizen representing your people, in such aspect we have so many casualties, victims over such incidents, because once you open up, is not what you can find out at the end of it will be the result, rather the other way around of it. But in such situation, who knows what he's doing over there can still stood up and enlighten the people in the cases going on, and know what the people will say and where people will come in to intervene for their rights.
All right, let's talk about November. It's a very big month for Anambra State. Do you think that all of these allegations will hold sway in the elections, especially for the incumbent governor?
Well, actually, I will say partially, it already counts. It already counts in the upcoming election as part of the thing that can condemn the governorship election or the system of the politics in the zone of Anambra State coming election. Due to why the intervention of Governor Soludo over the incident also reflect there, because he was calling on the name of Soludo, how he intervened to even raise a voice of suspending him because of he said what is going on in the hidden. So I think in such doing, that means Soludo is not even capable in his own aspect to tell his people what the actual truth of what is going on in Anambra State, than to hid something that they supposed know of and know how to fight and bring justice to it.
All right, so before I let you go, could you tell us what the security situation is now in Anambra State? Is it better now, or it's getting worse? Just tell us truthfully what the situation is.
Well, in security issue now in Anambra State is not that quite fair to us, because it's not what we expected after the past government left out. So left out and gave power to this present government that we are into, being in charge of Governor Soludo. The issue of insecurity becoming vast every day. In short, each and every day that sun sets out, you must hear one news or the other of killing or kidnapping of one person or the other, which is not proper, is not what we voted in for. And finding a measure is what I see that Soludo does not know what to do to quench or even reduce the aspect of those insecurity issues that we are having, which is very bad. And so doing, such thing has caused a very deep damage under his political career, which is very, very bad. And he has to amend if he still really want to, go on with politics or even lead Anambra this second tenor, because most people is very, very aggrieved over what is going on in the states.
Thank you so much. We'll have to stop the conversation here. And of course, watch out for more details from Anambra State and keep our eyes on the House of Assembly and how they go about dealing with that issue and the lawmaker involved. Thank you so much, Comrade Chinedu Francis Okoye, for joining in tonight. And just before...
Thanks so much, my dear sister, Amazing Grace.
You're welcome. And just before we go, here's a reminder of the top stories. The third retreat for the review of the laws of Nigeria opens in Abakaliki. Meanwhile, Tinubu has returned to Abuja after a state visit to Brazil. On the business segment tonight, World Bank supported primary healthcare and early learning in Nasarawa State. And on the foreign scene, Swiss president has discussed reconstruction with Ukrainian prime minister. That's all we have tonight on Afia TV News, streaming live from Enugu, Nigeria. Do follow us on all our social media platforms at Afia TV Official. And on behalf of the entire production team, I am Amazing Grace Ajayi. Thank you so much for watching and good night.